Good morning, guys. Good morning, all of you. Yeah, good morning. So, shall we start our session? Did you attend the last session? Okay, guys. So, what is our session means? This is a Django framework. Okay. So, we are discussing about the Django framework. So, what is the Django framework? Yes. So, Django is a framework which is developed. Django is a framework which is developed purely by using the Python language for developing the web applications. So, Django framework is a open source framework. Open source framework means freely you can downloading and installing, and using this Django framework we can developing the applications. Clear this one? So that's why Django is a framework which is purely developed by using the Python language, and using this Django framework we are going to developing the web applications more easily. So using Django framework, if you are developing the any applications, then we are going to saving the time, we are going to saving the cost, we are going to give best performance of application compared to other languages, guys. Compared to other languages. Clear this one? That's why Django framework is getting nowadays more demanding. More demanding is getting. So Django is a framework, I'm telling. So what is framework? First of all, framework is nothing but a software. Framework is nothing but a software only. So using this framework, we are going to developing the applications. So why we are using the software means to performing the particular task, to performing the particular operations, we are going to use the softwares. Understands one? So framework is nothing but a software which is used for developing the applications or performing the particular operations. So Django is a framework, nothing but Django is a software. Remember that one. Okay. So what is program? Sometimes you are getting, guys. What is program? What is program? You are going to get question. So program is nothing but what? Program is nothing but a set of instructions. So set of instructions are called as a program. Simply one word answer. Set of instructions are called as program. So for example, if you are taking one example, so addition dot adding dot py, or else addition dot py, like some Python file you can take. So all our Python file extension is what? Dot py. So this is my program addition dot py. So in this program I want to performing some calculation, guys. I want to be performing some calculation. Okay. So I'm going to take a equal to 10. I'm going to take next b equal to 20. I'm going to take next c equal to a plus b. I'm going to take means. So here a variable holds the 10 value, b variable holds the 20 value, and c variable holds the a plus b result total sum. After that I'm going to print this result, guys. Print c, nothing but total result you are going to get. Addition of these two values you are going to get. So this is adding 10 value into a variable, adding 20 value into b variable, nothing but storing. Store the 10 value into a variable, 20 into b variable, and a plus b result storing into c variable, and then finding the c, printing the c, nothing but result you are going to give, guys. Clear this one? So here this is we are calling addition. Each line is having one meaning. In this line, store value 10 into a, store 20 into b, and here add a and b, a plus b you are adding. After that result we are assigning into one variable, and finally you are going to print. Like this, each line is having some information. So set of instructions we are writing. This is one instruction. This is one instruction. Like this, a set of instructions, a combination of instructions we are creating to performing this addition.py. Addition.py. So this is we are calling program, sir. This is we are calling what? Program. Addition.py, addition program. Okay. So next the software is there. Software is there, guys. What is a software? General terms. What is software? Somebody is asking sometimes. Okay. So setup instructions are called as program. You are calling. Now setup programs. Setup programs. Setup programs are called as software. You can take. Setup programs are called as software. Simple one word answer I'm giving. Setup programs here, setup instructions like this. Multiple instructions combination we are calling addition.py one program. We are calling officially program. Like this, multiple programs, combination of multiple programs we are calling this software. For example, if you are taking one calculator software, this is a software, calculator software. So if you want to developing this calculator software, then n number of programs you need to be write. So if you are taking here, so this is what one program, addition.py is one program. Next I'm going to take another program. So which name as for example subtraction.py. Okay, so here I'm going to developing my code, guys. I'm going to developing my code. Yeah, so in this place I'm going to take a equal to, for example, 20 I'm writing. So b equal to 10 I'm writing. Next c equal to a minus b. So you are going to be print that c value. So this is subtraction. Given two values, you are going to be make it a subtraction. So addition.py, same like multiplication.py, division.py. Like this, you are writing a combination of programs. Each program. This is one program. This is one program. This is one program. This is one program. Like this, a combination of programs. Nothing but setup programs we are going to create. Setup programs are called as software. Setup programs together we are going to create in one place. Setup programs together we are going to create as a single program. So this is called software. This is called software. Do you understand this one? So what is the use of software means to performing the user operations, user required operations, to performing the user required operations more and more easily. Softwares are useful. So softwares reducing the human being works, human being burdens while performing the task, while executing some operations. Okay, so using the softwares, human being works are going to reduce. So human beings are feeling like very easy to performing any operations using the softwares. Okay, so if you are taking one small example, a bank example, if you are taking bank related, so olden days one bank, nowadays also banks are there, but what is going in olden days, what is happened in olden days we are discussing. Okay, so you are a customer, you have an account, then if you want to withdraw money, or else if you want to check the balance, then you need to go into your bank location, then you need to ask your bank employees about your account details. Okay, otherwise if you want to draw the money, first of all you need to fill one form, withdraw form, then you need to submit that form to bank employee, then bank employee is verifying all the amount, then finally giving the money. Clear this one? Like this, lot of work is there for users old days, but later after some years, atm centers came, atm missions came. Okay, so then later onwards, we are not going into directly bank, directly we are going into atm centers, and we are going to withdraw our money, so this is reducing some work, this is saving some time of users without going bank and filling the form like these all things. Okay, so nowadays online accounts also coming, online internet banking also came, online internet banking. For example, if you want to check your balance inquiry, olden days, if you need to go bank location, you need to ask the employees. Later you are going to atm center, and there you are asking your balance inquiry, you are checking your balance inquiry. But nowadays all people are using our smart mobiles only, smart mobiles or laptops, we are login with online account, online bank, online internet banking, then we are going to check what is amount is there in our account. If you want, you can send some amount to your friend account or your family account like this. Okay, so wherever you are sitting, for example, you are sitting in your home, I'm sitting in my home, so you want to send some amount to me, then wherever you are sitting, from there only you can send money to my account. Clear this one? So like a lot of benefits are came because of these softwares. So after developing these all softwares reducing the human being things, guys. So that's why we are going to use Django framework here also to developing the softwares only for more user interaction purpose, more advantages getting the user purpose. Clear this one? So this is about the software. What is program? What is software? If anybody is asking like this, small examples you can explaining. Not required exactly big things. Got it? Yeah, guys. So yesterday already I told. Why Django you need to learn. Why Django you need to learn means. So again, basic overview I'm giving. No problem. So Python is a general purpose programming language nowadays. General purpose programming language. Python we can use for so many areas. In so many courses we can use Python, guys. In a number of courses we can use like this. Okay. So what are those all courses? What are those all courses means? So data science is there. Data science course is there, AI is there, artificial intelligence, so robotics is there, machine learning is there, deep learning is there. Okay, so machine learning. Now Django is also one course, not Django. Yeah. Simply I'm writing science, data science and artificial intelligence, and you can take it deep learning, so Django and Flask, like so many are there. So robotics, like a number of courses are there, sir. DevOps, like so many are there. So these all things require the Python only. These all things required Python, mandatory to learn these all courses. Django is also one course, framework related. Okay. So if you want to go for data science, data analyst wise, you need to performing the data analyze, when required more data in the real time. Companies required a huge number of data like a Google, Microsoft kind of things. Then data science developers required, artificial intelligence, virtual thinking purpose, this is important, robotics, deep learning, like a number of courses are there. So after learning Python, you can choose any one, but best one to developing the web applications, you can choose Django only. You want to developing the web applications, then your choice is Django framework only. So what you are going to do, web applications, you are going to be developing, guys. To developing the web applications, we are going to learn this Django framework as a Python side developer. Not only Django, using the Flask also you can do it, using the Flask also. Here one more framework is there, Flask. So using the Flask also we can developing this web application. We can developing this web application, guys. Clear this one? Compared to Django, Flask is not getting more demanding nowadays. So 90% projects are 90% projects are going with 90% projects are going with the Django framework only. Okay, so 90% projects are using the Django framework, but 10% projects are going with the Flask framework nowadays. Okay, so why means yesterday only I given some differences. So best difference is ORM structure. ORM. So Django is providing what? Django is providing one layer which name as ORM, object relational mapping. We have big sessions about ORM, so I'll take care that time about the ORM. Okay, so object relational mapping. So using the Django, if you want to communicating any one database, so using this ORM layer, we are going to be easily communicating. So for our application, MySQL we used initial days, MySQL DB we used. So Django format related code only we are writing. So this ORM layer automatically converted our Django code into MySQL format. Later, after some days, you want to use Oracle. Then Django code by using ORM layer automatically converted into Oracle. Automatically converted into Oracle. So different DBs are there, guys. Different DBs are. So Django code via ORM converted into particular DB format. For example, MySQL related. Okay. So here Oracle related. So here MongoDB is there, for example. MongoDB. Like a number of DBs you can go, sir. So you are going to developing a same Django project only, one project with Django framework you are developing. Django is having ORM layer. So Django code converted into MySQL. Django code converted into Oracle. Django code converted into MongoDB format. Whatever the database you want to communicating for your project, then that format converting because of this ORM layer. So that is the one of the best feature about the Django. But if you are using the Flask, okay, for MySQL separate SQL query you need to write, guys. For MySQL separate SQL query you are going to write separate SQL query. So MySQL queries are different. Then I'm going to use MySQL related. Next, for Oracle related again, separate queries you are using. For MongoDB again separate queries we are writing, guys. Okay, so all are SQL queries only, pure SQL queries we are going to write. So initially I used MySQL. Later when I'm deciding to change to my Oracle, then all my MySQL SQL queries I need to change to Oracle. Clear, Swan? So here SQL queries we are going to write. SQL queries. So database to database SQL queries are changing. So when you are changing the database for your application, then all queries also you need to change it. That is making a lot of burden on the developers. That's why Django is getting more demanding nowadays. And Django framework is required. Django framework is used for developing the large kind of projects, big projects. Flask is useful for small kind of projects only. Majorly, are you understanding these things? Okay. And presentation related templates concept is there. Django templates is there. Django by default comes with the templates concept to handling the presentation. Flask by default not comes with templates. We need to install the third-party modules for maintaining the templates. Django by default comes with admin site. Every application having required admin people and users. Okay, so application related admin people wants to communicating your application related database, then admin side they are using. Okay, so simply every project related admin people are there. For admin people interaction purpose, Django by default giving one application which name as admin, but Flask is not giving. We need to develop a manual, or else we need to install the third party libraries. Okay, so by default authentication providing by Django. Flask we need to installing the third party modules. By this so many things default coding is coming when we are installed, when we are going to installing the Django. Along with the Django, so many predefined things you are going to get, guys. Clear, respond? But Flask means separately third party modules, separate third party plugins we need to install for supporting of these all things. So this is all making some extra burden on the developers. Are you understanding this difference? Why you are learning Django, why not learning Flask? Means that is a reason. Okay, so your career, if you want to choose like web application, then we are going to choose Django framework. So web application means like a book my show application, Amazon site, Flipkart site, Swiggy site, Zomato site. Okay, so online banking sites, SBI, HDFC, ICICI, every bank is having online applications. Okay, online internet banking. So these all things nothing but web applications only. So these web applications, if you want to develop in the Django framework, is must be required. Guys, are you understanding this structure? Everyone, I hope you are understanding that basic thing. Okay, guys. Now we are going to discuss about the history about the Django. We will discuss. Okay. So before history, here different languages are there. We will discuss that one. Different languages, and each language related frameworks are there. Each language related frameworks are there. Okay. So what are the languages are there? What are the frameworks are there? We will discuss, guys. So here Java is a language. Java is a language. Java related frameworks. So Spring framework is there. Then Struts framework is there. Struts. Okay. So Hibernate, Hibernate framework is there. That is one language, and language related any one framework at least you need to learn. Then you are going to developing the web application more easily. So if I'm taking a .NET, if I'm taking .NET language, so here ASP.NET, ASP.NET framework is there, and MVC framework is there separately. MVC framework. Okay, so we are going to learn those things. Now Python is there. So Python is a language. Python related. Django is a framework, and Flask is a framework. So we are going to learn any one language related frameworks. Okay. So as a backend developer, if you want to survive in real time, one language, any one language at least. If you are learning all languages means that is giving more benefits to you only. Okay. So at least any one language, and that language related any one framework, at least you need to have the knowledge. Then you are going to developing the real time applications, guys. Are you understanding this one about languages and language related frameworks? Okay. So now we will discuss about the history. History we will discuss. Yeah. So here history means this all for knowledge purpose. So one question you are going to get, why our framework name is taken Django only? Why not other name? Why not other name? So people are going to be asking us. Clear that one? So first, Django was started where? Django developing in where? In which organization Django was developing? So these things we will discuss. In the year 2003, Django was started, guys. In the year 2003, Django was started. So Django started as an internal project. Django is started as an internal project, guys. You see. So Django started as an internal. Django started as an internal project in which company? In Lawrence, Journal, Lawrence Journal newspaper organization, Lawrence Journal World, Lawrence Journal World newspaper organization. This is the company name, guys. Okay. So Django started as an internal project in Lawrence Journal World newspaper organization in the year what? 2003. Okay. So in 2003 they developed, guys. So you can break it the line, no problem. Yeah. So this is one point. Clear this one? So many companies are there. So every company is developing some applications for customer client purpose. Some applications they are developing for its own purpose, company organization purpose only they are developing. Okay. So this Django also started as an internal project. Internal project means same for the company purpose. Company purpose we are using. Okay. External project means for the outside people purpose we are using. That is the point. So Django started as an internal project in so-and-so company, Lawrence Journal World newspaper organization in the year 2003. So many newspaper channels are there, guys. For example, in our Telugu states or in our India, okay. So Times newspaper is there. So Varta newspaper is there. Andhra Jyoti, Eenad, okay. So like n number of news channels are there. So every channel is having like every channel is like a one company. Okay. So same like Lawrence Journal World newspaper, one organization is there. in that company as an internal project, our Django was started. That is the basic point, guys. Okay. So who is started in this company? So many employees are there. So who is started this Django? Means Adrian and Simon Wilson, sir. Okay. So authors are two authors are there. Two authors. So Adrian and Simon. Adrian and Simon Wilson, guys. Simon Wilson. These both are developers, guys. A single person, Simon Wilson. Okay. So our Django framework was developed by Adrian and Simon Wilson, two developers. So these two developers are web developers. Adrian and Simon Wilson are web developers, and they are working on this company, working in this company, Lawrence Journal. So these two developers for this company purpose, they started a Django framework as an internal project. Clear this one? Okay. So they both are Adrian and Simon Wilson. They both are called web developers, and they use to create the multiple websites as per the organization requirements. As per the organization requirements, they both are developing the multiple websites. Okay. So they use to write the same code in all the projects which are taken more time. So these two developers are developing the more number of applications for this organization. When they are developing like this more application, in all applications same code is there, lot of code same is there. Okay. 100% project you are developing means 60% 70% code looks like same in all the projects. Okay. So they are thinking like, hey, this is a duplicate code like this, sir. So they after getting like that, they used to write the same code in all the projects which has taken more time. Later they decided, later they thought that to reuse the code for the new project, guys. They thought that to reuse the code for new projects. Okay. So when we are going to deciding new projects, what we need to do? Again, shall we create same code, or can we reuse existing code like this? Decided. Okay. After deciding, they factor out all common features from all existing websites. Already developed websites are there. From all the websites, what common code is there, they factor out, means find out. After finding all the common code, they taken that common code into separate place and they maintained inside one file. Finally, that file becoming like a Django file. That file is becoming like a Django file. Why taking Django only? Why not other name? I'll tell. Wait. Clear this one? So our developers, when developing the multiple applications in all the projects, same code is there, lot of code. So after that, they decided we created in all our previous projects a lot of same code. So next onwards, if we want to developing any new project, no need of developing the same code again and again. First of all, in this previous projects, what common code is there? Like this decided. After deciding, they find out all common code and they taken outside and maintaining inside one file and storing that file with the .py. Python files extension is .py. Okay. So file name .py. What that person taking file name as means file name of this common code means Django is taking. Why taking Django only? Why not other name? Why not other name? Means our both developers, Adrian and Simon Wilson, are loving music, guys. Okay, so music lovers. Adrian and Simon Wilson both are music lovers. So in 1930s, in 1930s, one famous guitarist is there. In 1930s, one famous guitarist is there. That person name is Django Reinhardt. Django Reinhardt. Clear this one? So based on that person, our developers taken our framework name is Django. So the person name is Django Reinhardt. What is that one? Django Reinhardt. So who is this one? Guitarist person. Who is this one? Guitarist person. Famous guitarist person. So based on this person name, our developers Adrian and Simon Wilson taken our framework name as Django. Here D is silent, that's why we are calling Django. Are you understanding this one? So what I am explaining here points, what I am explaining here points, those all points soft copy you are going to get, guys, more theoretically. Okay, so why they taken our framework name as Django only? Why not other name is? So our Django framework developers loving one guitarist person, his name as Django Reinhardt. That's why based on this person name, our framework name they taken like a Django. Who are the authors means Adrian and Simon Wilson are authors. When they developed Django means in 2003 they developed. Where they developed means in Lawrence Journal World Organization they developed as an internal project. This is the concept, guys. Okay. Okay. In 2003 they developed. In 2003 they developed Django. So after taking all common features into separate file and they take a name as Django. So finally after developing this Django file, then using this Django file, they created new projects. These all new projects giving the best results compared to previous projects. Why means in previous projects lot of duplicate code we created, but in the new projects we are reusing the code, but we did not create it. Okay, so importing the ready-made code and we created list lines of code, our own code. That's why obviously performance is increasing compared to previous application. That's why our developers decided, okay, using this common file, if we are developing any new applications, we will get lot of benefits. So this is we will continue like this common file. We will give this file to public also. When they are going to developing their own applications, they will use this common file and they will also developing the new applications easily with less cost, with less time. Like this they decided, Adrian and Simon. Okay, after deciding they release it to public, guys. After deciding they release it to public in year 2005. In the year 2005, so they released it to public, released it to public in the year 2005, guys. So after releasing to public, so this company Lawrence Journal was the newspaper organization, company owners are there. Lawrence Journal company related owners are there. So owners not agree with them. Owners not agree with them. These developers now don't release to public. This is we will maintain. We will maintain and we will only use to developing our application. Then obviously our company is getting more popular. Like this, they decided. Company owners, but the developers not accepted those conditions. Developers not accepted management conditions. Okay, so management also not accepted these people requirement to release to public. That's why they both are resigned to this company, guys. They both are resigned to this company Lawrence Journal, and they started one new organization, new company they started in the year 2008. In the year 2008 they started new company which name as DSF. Okay, so stands for Django Software Foundation. Clear this one? Django Software Foundation. Like one company they started, guys. One company they started. Simply we are calling DSF company. Okay. In the year 2008 they started. In year 2005 they released our Django framework as an open source to public. So released to public as an open source. As an open source, guys. This is the point. In 2005 they released it to public as an open source. Open source means anybody can downloading freely without taking any license, and they will installing and they will developing our new projects when they want using the Django. That is we are calling open source. Are you understanding so far, all of you? This is all history. In 2003 they started in so-and-so company Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization. Who are started means Adrian and Simon Wilson. So these two are web developers. These developers are nothing but web developers in this organization. For this organization purpose, they are developing so many web applications. So when they are developing like multiple web application, getting lot of duplicate code. That's why they decided. So no need to write again and again the same code. We need to reuse existing code. Like this, they thought. Finally, they factor out all common code and they taken into one common new file. That file name finally becoming like a Django, became like a Django. Why they taken like a Django only? Why not other name? Is our developers Adrian and Simon Wilson, both are music lovers. So one famous guitarist person is there. The person name is Django Reinhardt. That's why based on this person name, they taken our framework name as Django only. That is the reason. So in 2005, they released it to public as open source. In 2008, they started their own organization as a name. Company name is Django Software Foundation. Clear this one, guys? So in 2008, they started one organization and they released officially one new version. They released officially one new version. Previously in 2005, they released it to public as an open source with no versions. Generally, we developed so and so framework. If you are using this framework, you will get these are the benefits like this. Generally, some rules only given. Okay, but in 2008, officially they released a Django version 1.0 in 2008, guys. Okay, what is this one? Django version. Django 1.0 version. They released in which year? 2008. They released. 2008. They released. Next, Django version. Django version 2.0, 2 point some X version simply. So 2X related versions they released. Okay, 1.0 version they released in 2008. In 2019, in 2019 earlier means 2019 starting days they released Django 3X version, 2X version, guys. Okay, so in 2019 only, in 2019 only, Django version 3X also released. Django version 3X also released, guys. Okay, in the what is 2019 December, 2019 December they released new versions Django related. 3 version they released, guys. Do you understand this one? So Django 10, Django 1.1, 1.2, 1.9, 1.11, 2.1, 2.2, like this 3.0 version, 3.1 version, like this. Different versions are there. Different versions are there. Latest version is 3 related version is there. Okay. So 2X related up to 2.7 is there versions. Django version 2.7 is there. Clear this one? So 2.7 like this given directly they given to 3 version. So we can use these all things. Python versions also up to 2.7 is there. Python version. After that directly 3 versions came. Okay. So same like here, guys. So at the time of installing these Djangos, then what version is required? How we are going to installing particular version? Later, if you want to degrade version or if you want to upgrade version, how we are going to do these all things? I'll take care syntactically all the things. Just assumption these things are. In 2005 they released to public as open source. In 2008 they started their own organization which named as Django Software Foundation, and they released 1.0 version, and next they released 2X version, and then finally nowadays releasing the 3X version in market is going. Clear this one? Always latest versions real-time development, real-time organization people, latest versions not using, guys. Why means dependency problems are coming sometimes. Our Django latest module needs to communicate with different another softwares, another plugins, another modules are there. So we need to communicating with old softwares, then getting the lot of problems. Okay. So to overcome these all problems, always we are going to use some standard versions, some old versions only we are using. For example, using Django, you want to communicate with MySQL. Then MySQL supporting 2X related version. MySQL may be supporting or may not be supporting 3X related. Why means Django person releasing this one. To communicating with this MySQL people also need to developing some extra code. So maybe that person immediately developing, or maybe some person after completing 6 months or 1 year later they will developing. Okay. So like this some problems will getting when we are using the latest versions. That's why some stabilized versions, standard versions we are going to use when we are going to developing our applications. Clear this one, all of you, about the history, right? Okay, so when I'm going to give you this all documentation, so then here you are going to get the so all what frameworks are there, what languages are there, what is Django, what is a framework, what is a program. So these all things you are going to get. So just now I discussed about the history. Okay, so here all the points are clearly I'm maintaining, guys, so no problem. Clearly I'm maintaining. So Django was started as an internal project in so and so company in this so and so year, and who are the developers means Adrian and Simon Wilson, and both are called web developers, and they will developing the multiple websites for the organization requirements. Like this all points given. Okay, they factor out all common features and maintain in one file, that file becoming like a Django. So like these all things are. So in the because of Django Reinhardt, this person name taken our file name as Django. In 2005 they released it to public. In 2008 they started own company, and so this is a non-profitable organization. Non-profitable organization means, so DSP is just giving the services to people only, but they are not getting the profits. Without getting profits, how they are maintaining this company means, so you are not ourselves. MNC companies are there, sir. For example, YouTube, Google, Microsoft, like big companies are there. So when they are going to developing new application, so sometimes they will use the Django framework to developing new application. Using Django when they are developing, lot of benefits they are getting, company people, and lot of money also they are saving. That's why those company people donating some amount to this DSF company, donating some amount to DSF organization. For what purpose they are donating means, so I'm donating this amount of money, so you need to maintain this project continuously, and more features add in this Django framework. Like this they are giving donations. So when you are giving more donations, then DSF organization people will hiring new employee to spend a lot of time and to developing new features into this Django framework. Like this company is going to run, guys. I mean, already running. Still, they are adding a lot of code, and they are giving different versions. Initial days only some versions, some methods only developed. So later onwards, after completing 1 year, they are adding some ready-made classes, ready-made functions. After completing 1 more year, they will add some more extra things. Like this, to make more user-friendly, to giving more benefits to users, or to make more benefits to developers, to developing our application. So Django people are continuously developing some new features. Okay, so how they are maintaining organization means because of the donations only. So many company people giving the donations. For example, you are a startup entrepreneur, sir. So you are started one new company as a startup. As a startup means a small company. So in this in your company, if you are developing any one application, small application, but that is having more benefits, then so MNC companies like Infosys or Wipro or IBM or Google Cloud, Google company, Microsoft company, these kind of people will donating lot of amount to your company. Okay, we are spending this amount, you can developing more and more features into this project. So like this they will giving money. That's why people are developing the new products. Clear response? So this is happening real time. When startup companies people are developing new application, if it is going to get more popularity, like this, if any other companies are thinking, then immediately they will buy that company, or else they will give a lot of money, and they will involve into this organization as a partnership. Okay, so this is going, guys. So far we discussed about the history about the Django framework, just for knowledge purpose. Who developed, where developed, when released, like these all things. Now we will discuss about the Django futures, guys. We will discuss about the Django futures. Okay, so once Django futures also we are discussing, then you will understanding some benefits. I mean, why we are learning this Django framework. Clear this one? So Django features are there. Django features are there. We will discuss now those things. Django. Okay. So what are the Django features are there? What are the Django features are there, guys? So many Django features are there. So some are only special features about this Django, and some are common features like other frameworks also. Okay. So we will discuss one by one. First of all, Django is a open source framework. Django is a open source framework. Okay. So open source framework means you can say anybody can downloading freely without taking any license, and they will developing their own applications. Okay. So open source framework, Django is a open source framework. So freely you can downloading, no need to take the license. Some softwares are there, guys. If you want to downloading those softwares, first of all you need to pay money, then only you can use that software. Okay. But Django is a open source, means freely we can download and we can developing our applications. That is we are calling open source. That is we are calling open source framework, guys. Next, Django is a fast framework. You can say Django is a fast framework. How can you say Django is a fast framework? Means by using Django framework, we can create any kind of websites within the less time. Within the less time we can create, sir, compared to other frameworks. That's why it takes very less development time. It takes very less development time. So we can say Django is a very fast framework to developing the applications. Are you understand, fun? Using Django, we can developing within the less time our application. That's why Django is a fast framework, we can say. Okay. So next, third one. Django is a scalable framework. Django is a scalable framework. Django is a scalable framework. So scalable means by using the Django framework, we can create all levels of applications, all levels of websites. So it is called as a scalable framework. So all levels of websites means low level applications, medium level applications, high level applications, we can developing as using the Django framework. We can developing low level and medium level and high level frameworks applications. Okay. So low level means you are developing one application. Your application every day maximum 1,000 people are using. So that is a low level application. Medium level application means, for example, 1,000 to 10,000 people regularly. For each day average 10,000 people are using our application. That is a medium level application we are calling. For example, our Durga online site we can take. So every day approximately 10,000 people are contacted with online team and they are taking an inquiry, okay, for about the new batches, about the cost of the project batches, like these all things they will take an inquiry. Understand, fun? So that is a medium level application. So high level application means some applications are using by lakhs of people regularly. For example, YouTube you can take, sir, Gmail, Facebook, okay, WhatsApp. These all things are lakhs of people every day using. So these kind of applications we are calling high level applications. So using the Django framework, we can developing any kind of any level of websites. That is we are calling officially scalable framework. Scalable framework. Clear this one? For example, Flask framework if you are taking, Flask is not scalable. Exactly. By means using the Flask large applications we are not developing. Only small applications we can developing. That's why that is not scalable, we can say. Okay. Next, versatile. I'm going to take next versatile framework, guys. Versatile framework. Django is a versatile framework. So by using the Django framework, we can create any kind of domain based websites. We can create any kind of domain based websites. So it is called versatile framework. So it is called as versatile framework. Any kind of domain based websites means, so using the Django we can developing the banking related applications, networking related applications, e-commerce related applications, hospital sector, healthcare related applications, like this. In all areas, I mean all sectors related applications we can developing by using the Django framework. That kind of frameworks we are calling versatile framework. Clear, guys? Next, Django is providing more secure. Django is providing more secure. I mean, Django we can say as a more secure framework. Django is a more secure framework. More secured framework. More secured framework. How can we say Django is a more secured framework? Means Django framework is having the default code which is around 80% code, sir. When we are installing the Django framework, along with the Django framework, so many predefined modules you are going to get. Predefined code you are getting automatically. So these all predefined code around 70 to 80% is there, guys. 70 to 80% is there. This all predefined code along with the Django coming. Okay, so this 80% is so this 70 to 80% code is free secured and also free compiled. Free secured and free compiled. So free secured means some authentications providing by default for all these code. For example, CSRF token is there. Coming sessions you are going to get CSRF, cross site request forgery. Cross site request forgery. Okay, from one application to another application, when you are trying to communicating in middle, how we are communicating means via network. Via networks. Okay, from one location to another location via network we will communicating. Then in middle some hackers will hack our request and they will do some illegal activities. So that's why to overcome these problems, Django is providing CSRF token security, predefined security. Because of that one, hacking is not easy that much. Okay, and also this is pre-compiled. This all predefined code is pre-compiled. Means already syntax wise correct are there. Everything is checked, already checked. Okay, so later onwards we are going to responsible to developing remaining 20 to 30% code only. 70% code coming by default. You are able to you are going to developing remaining 30% only. The 70% code you can reuse by using the import keyword. Remaining 30% code you can develop in. Okay, so that's why we can say this is a more secure. This all predefined code is coming by default free secured with free compiled. That's why we can say Django is a more secure framework. Okay, next, easy to maintain. Django, next point is easy to maintain. So these all are looks like same points only, sir. Okay, other framework also doing same behavior. Easy to maintain, sir. So as the Django framework has a lot of default coding when we are installing, guys. Along with the installation, Django installation, we are getting a lot of default coding. So we don't bother about all this default coding. We need to maintain our user code properly. So 70 to 80% code coming by default means remaining 20 to 30% code only we are going to maintaining. So less code you are maintaining means easy to maintain using the Django framework. These all are common features only. So now we are going to discuss feature. Django is coming with by default one day. By default comes with DB. Comes with 1 DB. By default coming with 1 DB, guys. Okay. So when you are going to communicating using your Django to any one database, first of all we need to download one database and we need to install, and then we are going to communicating using the Django. But when you are going to developing applications using the Django framework, by default Django framework comes with one default database which name as SQLite3. This is one default database, guys. Okay, by default comes with this database name. By default comes with this database name. So no need of downloading yourself and no need of installing by yourself. Automatically downloading and installing, and we can use this one. We can use this one. That is the one of the best feature by Django. One of the best feature. Okay. So and Django is also Django is also supporting all major databases. Supporting all major DBs, for example. Okay. So Django is also supporting all major DBs. So major DBs means, for example, MySQL. Okay. So MySQL is 1 DB, Oracle is 1 DB, MongoDB, like a number of databases are there. MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB, DB2, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, like these all are DBs only. So these all things are major databases. Okay. So using Django, if you want to communicating with these all major DBs, also you can do it communication. Django supporting that one. Django by default comes with this one and also supporting these all major databases. For example, if you want to communicating MySQL, we need to download MySQL software. We need to installing that MySQL software, and then we are going to developing the applications using the Django communicating. Okay. So this is about the Django features, guys. Next what we are doing means Django by default comes with admin site, guys. Okay. Okay. So by default comes with admin site. Admin site is there. So every application when you are going to develop in, admin site required for every application. Admin site also required. So without developing ourselves manually as a developer, Django by default comes with admin site. Then our application related admin people will interact our application using what? Using admin site. Guys. This is the point. By default comes with admin site. Okay. Next, Django is by default providing one application, auth app is there. By default providing one more application which name as auth application. Okay. So this auth application, using this auth application, we are going to providing registrations, logins, logouts. Okay. So like so many free different code we are going to get. So at the time of doing registration, username, password, email, first name, last name, these all things I want to store. So without creating these all things by ourselves as a developer, Django one application providing by default which name as AUTH, authentication related auth application. This application is take care all of those things. User authentication related, everything is taken by this auth application. Okay. So when you are going to developing any application, for example Facebook, so registration is required, login is required, logout is required. So these are forgot password required. These all kind of things using this auth application we can do it. So Django is by default providing. We can reuse these all things. Otherwise, if you want, you can write your own logics also. Clear respond? Okay, guys. So far 10 points I explained. These all points related with more explanation. Theoretically, 2-3 lines code you are going to get. I'll share the documentation tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow I'll take your mails who are coming, and I'll share all the things whatever we discussed. Okay. So at the end of the days, guys, some projects we will do it like this way. Okay. Here I'm developing one application. This is like a project batch related. Okay. So I'll show you in this batch only this kind of applications. So here home button, about button, Python, like a contact page, service page, whatever you want, login, register. After login, then these two things are hiding, login and register hiding. After login here, profile page, logout page, like this other menus I will display after login. Okay. So when I'm clicking here register page is coming. When I'm clicking here login page coming. So you can do it login, and you can do it here whenever I'm clicking forget password, then I'll get it one email it is asking. When I'm sending email to your email, one code you are going to generate. Okay, so like this, a lot of benefits are there. And here, when I'm clicking on this Srinivas, so this Srinivas related all records you are going to be filtering. So Srinivas, David, like a number of users are there. So Srinivas person posting 8 records, 8 posts done. This is a social media related application, sir. So like a Twitter or Facebook is there. Every day we are posting some posts. Okay, we are sending some posts. How many posts are sent by so and so person? Like this we can count. And all my posts, Srinivas related, all my posts I displayed here. Okay, if more posts are there, then page nation I provided. Page nation guys. Okay, each time only 5 records I'm showing. Remaining all records are hiding with the page nation. Hiding with the page nation. Okay, so here if I'm clicking on this name David, only this record only, and I'm clicking on David related records you are going to get. Okay, when I'm clicking here MySQL, only this record only you are going to get. Only this record only you are going to get. Clear this one? For example, I'm giving here, can say, so Srinivas related. When I'm clicking on this Srinivas, so many Srinivasas are there, 8 Srinivas records are there. Then list of all Srinivas records you are getting, totally 8 are there. Totally 8 are there. Okay. So now come back. Come back. Here, when I'm clicking on this one, REST API. So only this REST API related, this record only filtering. Out of all records, you are getting only this record. So this is for so and so purpose like this I given. Later, if you want, you can update. If you want, you can delete this record. Update button, delete button you are getting. Right now here not showing. Why means I did not log in. When I'm login here, then here update button, login button dynamically generated. If this record created by login person who are login, that person created records means I can do it update or I can do it delete. But other person created records, you can't do anything. Like this, everything we can customizing. Okay. When I'm minimizing our application, guys. When I'm minimizing our application, okay, can see here. So responsive design I'm getting, responsive design I'm getting. So here can see less space is there here, less space. Still when I'm moving, then more space is coming here. That is we are calling responsive design. So later, right now see here all menus are there. These all menus are going to hide when coming to mobile size. Mobile size. Here is there all the menus. This is we are calling hamburger menu. Okay. So whatever I'm clicking, that page I'm going to get. That page I'm going to be getting, guys. Clear this one? So this is coming bottom side. When I'm increasing, then side by side coming, side by side coming. So this is we are calling responsive designing. So this kind of projects we will do it at the end of the session, guys. Okay. So I hope you are understanding, and we'll meet tomorrow session, guys. Okay. Thank you. So I'll stop the recording. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Yeah. Do you have any queries? Jitendra, shall I close session? Yes, sure, sir. Tomorrow I'll take your all mails who are coming tomorrow. Already people are leaving now. Okay. So I'll take the mails. I'll forward it. What we discussed so far. These all theoretically. These all theoretically only. So 1 hour time is enough to reading all this theoretically. So later onwards, installation, these all things we will discuss. Django installation, how we are doing installation, these all things. Then you will understanding all the concept. This is only demo session. That's why I'm giving overview about this one. When we started our programs practically, then you'll get it the real-time kind of code. So how we are developing this kind of code, everything I'll take care. Everything why we are writing, everything myself I'll take care, no problem. Looks like a big code, but more easily we can develop in codes. Clear? Okay, sir. Thank you. See you tomorrow.